Hey, everybody out there in Leeds Geeks land. We are coming to you live from Seattle, Washington, and Fargo, North Dakota. With us today is Pete Kirby out in Seattle, and we also have Cody Meyer, Jim Renfro, and Eric Haig, and I am Ryan Dorheim. And today we're going to be working on buyers or something like that. Pete, give us some feedback. What are we going to be working on today?
Yeah, with the time of year, more and more people are looking to buy, and depending on your market, right now it's more of a buyer's market for us, I would say, in that the buyers know that they have some power. So it's a matter of getting through realistically their BS, or getting them to let down their walls and figure out what their real situation is and what we can do to help. So Eric is going to be in the hot seat, and Eric, I will have you call Cody first, then Jim, then Ryan.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Cody?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Eric Haig with Hatch Realty. I saw that you're looking at some homes on our website. You just curious, or are you thinking about making a move soon?
No, planning to move here in the next, I'd say 3.5 months.
Okay, why is that?
Just want some more space. Want to upgrade my my living area a little bit.
All right, what are you in right now?
I've got a place. If you familiar with Moorhead at all?
Yep.
All right. I'm over just off the university, kind of in between Concordia and MSU.
Okay, gotcha. How many bedrooms does your current place have?
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay. Is it just you living there, or anyone else?
Myself and my wife.
All right. So what are you kind of looking for, Cody?
I'm looking around probably under 500K. I'd like a little bit something a little bit newer. I was taking a look at some of those the place. I don't know the builder's name, but nice. They're growing a lot over in those Bison developments. They've got a lot of really nice places over there. Some of the newer appliances, countertops, stuff like that. Looking for 4-bedroom maybe. But really just looking for space. Looking for nice areas to entertain, have some folks, and yeah. So something nice anyway.
All right, so you're looking for a 4-bedroom home with nice open spaces for entertaining. What else?
I'd like some space to work in the garage, at least a 2-stall, preferably a 3. If I could have a little bit of room there, that'd be nice. Some yard space would be good. But really, my only other biggest priority is that I have some good space for an office space, a lot of drafting room. Yeah, those are some of the big ones. Nice kitchen.
Okay, yeah. Do you work from home a lot?
I bring a lot of work home. I don't necessarily work from home.
Okay, gotcha. What do you do for a living?
I'm a vice president of Cinco.
All right. And when you said you're hoping to make this move here in the next 3.5 months, have you talked to any other realtors yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. And have you talked to a bank about setting up a mortgage for the next place?
No, I should be good for that.
Okay. And are you guys planning on keeping your current home, or is that something you would want to sell as you make this move?
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. I'm going to sell it, and I should have it up on the Zillow there, and probably by the end of the week.
All right. What do you mean by that, Cody?
I mean, I'm just putting it on Zillow. I'm going to sell my place.
Okay, you're going to try to go the FSBO route then?
What is that, FSBO?
For sale by owner.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. And have you done that before?
No, this will be my first time. But
right.
I mean, I made it this far in sales, and I think it should be all right.
What do you plan on listing it at?
I don't know. I've got it assessed at about 255, so hoping to get at least a little bit out of it. So I'm thinking 270, 275, somewhere in there.
Okay. And how'd you come up with that number? Is that just based off of the assessed value, or?
Well, I live on a pretty nice block there, and took a look at some of the similar homes. I use Zillow and Google, and so.
All right. Yeah. Have you had any realtors take a look at it and give you a price range of what they think they could list it for?
Not really. I just Yeah, I'm not big on the whole listing agent thing.
All right, why is that?
Well, I just don't want to, I have concerns about dual agency and, I don't want people, being upset because they can't sell the home and be my buyer's agent. You get this whole commission question in and just winds up being a real headache.
Okay. Yeah, so tell me a little more about that. What are your main concerns with you mentioned dual agency?
I don't know. I just I want to make sure that my interests are being kept, and that we're making this we're making this a fast transaction. I was taking a look at that place over on 1212 Electric Avenue. It's like 500K. It's got the nice pillars at the end of the drive there.
Mm-hmm.
You know that place? Yeah.
Yep.
Can I get in and see that?
Well, we can look into that. But you mentioned earlier that you'd be good for pre-approval. Have you started that conversation with the bank, or what did you really mean by that?
I mean, I got the money. I'd like to be using the money from the sale of my place and move in on that. But it should be good for the money.
Okay. So are you planning on just doing a cash deal, or?
I guess I haven't really thought that far into it. I was going to wait until I started getting some offers on my place to really figure out that portion. Although now things might be changing. I see that that place on Electric Avenue just dropped in price.
Okay. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the financing aspect of this, because I don't want you falling in love with a home and then missing out on the opportunity to get a good deal, something that can close fast. And sellers these days won't accept any offers unless they're accompanied with either a proof of funds or a pre-approval. So is that something, do you have like a proof of funds letter for that cash on hand?
I mean, I don't see it being an issue, frankly. I didn't work with an agent when I bought this place, and I don't see it being an issue moving forward. I mean, I'm sure they've heard of Cinco, and if they know I'm a vice president at Cinco, they.
Okay. Yeah, well, a lot of that, there are a lot of factors that go into the pre-approval stuff. So yeah, that's what I would recommend, Cody, right now, is getting that pre-approval knocked out of the way, just in case your home doesn't sell right away, and then you can still make an offer on another home and get that ball rolling in the right direction. Is that, do you have a bank that you normally work with?
I mean, yeah, I do. But I was really hoping I can get into that place on Electric Avenue. Can we make that happen?
Nope, not without a pre-approval or proof of funds. So that'll be necessary to get before we start looking at homes here.
Okay, we'll pause it there.
All right.
Eric, how do you think he did?
I gave him too much rope. Should have been a higher D earlier on, but I felt like he was, that DI. And yeah, I probably need to dig a little more into the FSBO maybe. Obviously, FSBOs usually have a pretty high idea of their own capabilities to sell a home. And so I thought Cody played that really well as far as, yeah, I've made it this far in sales. I can do it. And yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I've only ever contracted one FSBO in my life, so I obviously haven't figured out the secret to that. But those are also a long game, and he won't feel that pain until he lists it and has to open up his home for a bunch of people that are not pre-qualified and want to do a contract for deed and all that. So this might be one that I'm not going to book today, and I'm going to have to do follow-up after he does put it up on Zillow and feels that pain a little bit.
Okay. Cody, how do you think Eric did?
I think he did well. I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head there as far as, this probably isn't something that I would have to feel that pain first before you really, had that value add, because, sometimes folks like this, they just get an idea in their head and they run with it, and that's the end of it. You're not going to tell them otherwise. But I think you handled it well. I mean, you didn't shy away. You answered questions and you told me no, which means sometimes need to happen. No, I think it was a good job.
So this exact thing happened to me, is why I had you role play it. The only difference was I was talking to the woman who was not a high D. She was actually pretty nice, but it was a similar type situation. So you played a light D right away, Eric, because you weren't very conversational, and you did a good job of digging into, okay, drafting board, what do you do for work? So you hit those things, all right. But something you said afterwards about the pain, I think you could have gone more into the pain. I spoke with her a lot about how, okay, so if you're going to list this by yourself, do you have time to do A, B, and C, right? Like making sure she's aware that even though the house is a good house and should sell, and frankly, Cody didn't go into it really that much further, but the situation was she had a home that was in a good place that, I mean, it is going to sell, right? And it probably will sell quickly. The question is, does she know how much work goes into selling it quickly? And so went into that a little bit more just to make sure she was aware of it, but I could tell that it was going to be tough to get her to sell. So then what I did, and what I don't think you did right, is I wouldn't have just said no to seeing that house without the pre-approval, because if their home is worth 275 and it's going to sell quickly, they're going to be good, right? If anything, what I basically told her is I said, hey, we can do a one-time showing without pre-approval and get you in and see this place. And I can let you see a couple more, because there's tons of homes on the market that are in that 500,000 price range, right? But if they get more excited about the home that they want to buy, they're going to be more excited about trying to sell their home quickly, and will realize that they need help doing that. So it's always better to try to get them to do the sell and the buy, obviously. But if they're dead set on selling, get them to really like a house, and then they put an offer on that house and it doesn't sell, and then they come back and say, well, let's have some help selling too. Every situation is different, but that's kind of how I handled it. And I'm following up with her. She hasn't got back to me since speaking with the husband yet. But basically on that, dig more into the pain points of the FSBO, because even if it is a home that should sell quickly, there's still a lot of work that goes into it. All right, good job, Eric. Give Jim a call.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Jim?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Eric Kegg with Hatch Realty. I saw that you're looking at some homes on our website. Are you just curious, or are you thinking about making a move?
Yeah, I mean, we're thinking about it. I'm in a rental now, so just thinking about what's out there and just fantasizing a little bit. I just kind of sick of renting and want to get into my own place, and it's just really exciting. Yeah, just kind of looking around, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Jim, you said we. Who are you looking with?
Oh, me and my cats.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been renting, Jim?
Oh gosh, about 6 years, I think, in this place.
All
Just
right.
trying to think, when did I move in here? I moved in here like 2000. Who was the president then? It was Obama's first. Yeah, it was 2008.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
2009. 2009. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
2009.
almost 10 years then. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you said you're kind of fantasizing about buying a home. Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, I just want to, just thinking about getting into a house sometime this year, and just sick of renting, sick of having neighbors. So I want to get into a place and just have my own place. Maybe put up some some cat mazes or some cat bookshelves so they can jump from all over the place. Just really love my cats, man.
How many cats do you have?
3.
3. Okay. They get along all right together?
Well, I mean, there's some wrestling matches in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Do they go crazy at night and run circuits around the house?
No. We have a very regimented nightly bedtime at 8 o'clock. We go through an hour and a half playtime, followed by a little bit of catnip and supper, and then they go right to sleep and sleep all night. Wake me up at about 4:30, and we're good to go. We get up, do our morning routine, go to work.
Oh, all right. What do you do for work, Jim?
I do all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Like what?
Well, I'm over at law office, so I'm a paralegal over there, and then I'm executive chef over at Ms. Luna.
Oh, okay. All right. So how's the home search going? Are you just looking at stuff online or?
I'm looking online. I'm looking at open houses, but I'm not really in a rush. Just kind of see what's out there.
Okay, yeah. Have you talked to any realtors about helping you find a place?
Oh, I've talked to tons. Yeah, they all want to help me, but they're all like, "Oh, go to the bank." I don't want to go to the bank, man. Why do I want to go to the bank? I want to find the one. Then I'll go to the bank.
All right. So you don't want to go to the bank and get pre-approval set up?
No. Why do I need to do that?
Well, I know a lot of people, just had a couple that were looking at homes and missed out on it because they couldn't write up an offer quick enough, and sellers won't really consider an offer without a pre-approval letter accompanying it. So I know that's one reason. But yeah, when are you thinking about making this move? I know you mentioned this summer. Is your lease coming up at a certain date or?
I'm on month to month. I can leave anytime, but I'm not really in any rush. I want to find the perfect place. That place that's at forever home,
Yeah. What does that look like for you?
We'll pause it there. All right, Eric. How do you think you did?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I like to drop a little nugget there on the pre-approval and then dig into other details and then circle around it if I sense them getting a little too, those walls going up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Jim, what do you think?
I thought he did really good. I was all over the place. He kind of let me vent, and then he brought me back down and kept that conversation moving forward. I think you did a good job of just digging deeper. I would drop one or two little nuggets and you go deeper into those. Yeah, I think you're on the right trajectory, but I was going to take a long time to get there, which, yeah.
Yeah. 20-minute phone conversation.
So I think you did well. I don't know if you matched the energy or the eye as much as Jim was, Eric. You were kind of seeming like you were in the same conversation that you were with Cody right before.
Okay.
And just personal preference for me. So he's month to month looking for the right home. So it's where you're going next. And I stopped it because it didn't matter, but that's good to dig in. What is that perfect home, right? Get them more excited. So that was good. When I talk about the importance of pre-approval, to me, you sounded very business-like in that, well, if you don't have it, you're going to miss out on the house. And then you moved on. Mm-hmm. I play with the heartstrings a little bit more. Not that you're manipulating the people, but it's like, hey, if we find this perfect house, and you could have gotten there after you had them talk about it a little bit more, right? But be like, hey, if you're getting in and looking at these houses, even if everything is perfect, it could still take 5 days for a pre-approval. And what we really don't like happening is you finding that perfect house and missing out on it because you're not pre-approved. So playing more to the emotional side and not necessarily, well, somebody's not even going to look at you if you don't have a pre-approval, and making him realize that he could miss out if he's not pre-approved, and mention the fact that, like, hey, it's good for 3 months. You want to move this summer, you'd be good to go. All right. Otherwise, good job. Last call, and we will actually, we've been going. Yeah, we'll do last call. Give Ryan a call.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Yeah. Who's this?
Ryan?
Yes. Who's this?
This is Eric Haig with Hatch Realty. I saw that you're looking at some Eric Haig with Hatch Realty.
Oh, hey, Eric.
Yeah, I saw that you're looking at homes on our website. Just wanted to check in with you and see if you're, just browsing or if you're maybe thinking about making a move.
Yeah, I'm just looking right now.
All right. What has you looking, Ryan?
Looking for a house, Eric.
Okay. Well, why are you looking for a house?
Someplace to live.
All right. Are you renting right now or moving in from out of town?
I already have a house. So I'm just looking to upsize a little bit.
All right. When are you hoping to make this move, Ryan?
I really haven't kind of thought of a timeline, but sometime over the summer.
Okay. Is it just you making the move or anyone going with you?
I'm sorry, why is that your business?
Is it just you moving, or any family or roommates moving in with you?
I'm sorry. Why do you need to know that?
I was just wondering if you're, had kids and you're worried about staying in the same school district or something. A lot of people move over summer to avoid inter-school transfers and everything.
Nope. I've already kind of decided what area I'm going to be looking at.
Okay, what area is that?
Again, why am I telling you that?
Oh, well, if you're looking for a home, I figured I could maybe help you out.
Okay. Why would I need your help? I'm sorry.
Oh, do you already have a realtor?
Nope. I don't have a realtor.
Okay, you planning on not using one for the transaction?
Well, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't really see the need for it.
All right, yeah. Well, tell me a little more about that.
Well, how about you tell me why I need a realtor?
Well,
We'll pause there. That was a good D, Ryan, and actually even your face like got all scrunchy as you were playing it. So
that was so hard for me.
Eric, how do you think you did?
Fine. These types of conversations piss me off. I had this exact conversation last week, and the guy has missed out on so many homes. And he said, his argument was, well, I'm a math teacher, and so I've done all the comps. I know a good deal when I see one, and I'm going to negotiate 3% off. I don't need a realtor for it. And I said, okay, well, if you get sued for $200,000, you can have a lawyer help you, or you're gonna handle that amount of money yourself. And he was like, well, I would handle it myself. I'm fine. I said, all right, well, if you change your mind, let me know. By the way, the house you're looking at is pended, so you was able to get that last one in there. But
yeah, no, I think he did good. You dug into right away. He said he's just looking at home. You're like, why are you looking at a new home? Because I want to move. Why do you need to move? So that going 3 deep to get answers.
Yep.
He was very standoffish. He did it well. I think not every call should be something booked. I think you could have booked and might have booked Cody and Jim with a longer conversation. With something like Ryan, I mean, you figure out what it is, get the home, figure it out, and sometimes people just aren't ready for help, so you don't help them. Not everything's going to be a win. You got to realize where's best to spend your time. All right, that is everything. Ryan, I'm not going to have you go over it because I know you don't like playing it anyways. So basically, time of year, everybody is looking to buy. Make sure you're spending your time wisely on the phone and asking those right questions. Mirroring and matching is huge because they're probably going to be talking to 2 or 3 other realtors. And if they don't feel like you're special, they have no reason to work with you. So make sure you work on the basics. That's all. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you very much, Pete. Appreciate that summary. And from all of us to all of you out in LeadsGeeks land, leave your comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. Always open to suggestion. If you want to be part of LeadsGeeks, we'd also like to hear from you as well. Otherwise, take care. We are signing off. See you later.